What's going on, ladies and gents, boys and girls, and others? This is Miguel Torres at Retro Basement bringing you a review of Maria the Witch. And when I say that, I'm not talking about my two ex girlfriends that both were ironically named Maria. I'm just kidding. I don't like to talk bad about people. Just a little joke thrown in there. But yeah, let's get to the nitty gritty of this review. Well, Maria the Witch. Maria. And I'm not much of a singer. I'll leave that to Carlos Santana. But if you get that. But Maria the Witch, it's an interesting game, to say the least. It has a lot of premise, and how Miyazaki is stealing mail. He went from his illustrious career of creating wonderful movies like Spirited Away to downhill. I guess after retirement, he had to find something else to do, and stealing mail was the next best thing. Nonetheless, Maria the Witch, it's an interesting barrel of worms per se. It came out on an iPhone around 2014, and I haven't seen a lot of ratings on it. What I did find doing the digging, which is not going to influence my rating, but what I did find was that, a lot of people that were users or that had already played it, they gave it either a 6.0 or a 5.0. And there's this one interesting individual that gave it a perfect score. And as much as I would love that to be true, in my humble opinion, that's not very accurate. I don't think it's on Mario Odyssey Zelda levels. But let's talk about it. Maria the Witch. The graphics are they're not bad. I mean, for a game that came out in 2014 on mobile device, it's not bad, and it seemed to make the transition to consoles fairly easily because it's a mobile game. Of course, it did. But let's talk about the mechanics, which it's kind of bare bones. The graphics are not bad. I was looking for something that was more Keel Flying Squadron, Sega CD-ish, or Turbo Graphics. That game, what's that one game that came out? Oh yeah, Magical Chase. I was looking for something like that. Witch on a broom, kind of a shoot 'em up mechanic kind of thing going on. I feel like this game is missing a lot, and maybe that's because of the mobile, you know, delivery of this game, the way it first came out, and they could have, added to it, especially since it was coming to consoles. They could have added to it. I feel there's a lot missing here. What do I feel is missing? The graphics are okay. I can deal with that. It gives me the Kale Flying Squadron, the Magical Chase, Turbo Graphics, Sega CD look. That's fine. It's all handy dandy in that. But I feel that's missing a lot of mechanics. Like I felt this game should have been a shoot 'em up, and it should have had a lot more enemies on screen. I mean, how Mizaki comes in, he steals mail. These little cat creatures are splattered all over the world. The mechanics are very bare bone, mostly through the whole game. I'm stuck pressing on my Nintendo Switch. I'm picking up my Nintendo Switch now, pressing the Y and A button to try to keep myself from crashing. And believe you me, I've done that more than enough times throughout this game. And it's a bit vexing. I'm a little upset about that. Um, so after all my crashing and I went through this tutorial and it almost drove me mad. My first impression on this game, like, it just looks like a little easy kids game. But it's not easy, probably due to the mechanics being so, I guess I would say, I guess simplistic. But it's not just that. The mechanics feel a bit unfinished because you use the Y button to go backwards, you use the A button to go forward, and if you want to keep momentum, you have to keep pressing that button. So it's like I'm playing Street Fighters, but not really playing Street Fighters. But anyway, this game from the music, it's just an overloop of the same tune, so the music almost drove me crazy. I'm hoping some of my, issues that they can fix in an update or something, because the game does have mechanics where you can get like, I don't know if I want to call them weapons, but let's call them weapons. Where you can get little weapons that can assist you, like with the cats when you run into them, it won't kind of hurt you, kind of thing. I hope I'm saying that right. Um, but yeah, the mechanics leave much to be desired. The soundtrack is eh. The graphics, not bad for a mobile game. I like them. Um, let's see what else. Am I missing anything else in this game? Um, Let's see. Not really. The soundtrack is pretty bare bones, but let's see. It's $5. I guess what can you expect for $5? It's $5 on the Nintendo Switch and $2.49 on Steam. So, if you have a little kid, which this game is kind of difficult, I don't know if I want to recommend it to a little kid. It's a time waster. It's a mobile game. It's a time waster. I don't know if I'm going to give this game a 5 out of 10, saying it's okay. The reason why, you can't expect much from a $5 game. All right, we come to the end of this rodeo. Please let me know what you think about Maria the Witch below and hit that like, subscribe, and bell button. Let you know when I come out with new videos. Take care. I'd like to give a shout out to Naps Games. I really appreciate your review code. Thank you.